Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and so we have an update here about Venom 3, and we're going to talk about it. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Venom movies, um, and so this is a big update. So on top of them trying to, they were trying to find a new director, um, and whatnot. We were trying to figure out what the date was going to be for the movie release. Now, originally, the reports were coming out that it was going to be in October, like it has been for all the two other movies. Venom 1, Venom 2, both came out in October. So it was only natural to think that Venom 3 would come out in October. But now, apparently, that is not the case. It is going to come out even earlier, and the reported date is now July 12th. Now, this could change. Who knows? But it is really kind of weird that now it's coming out July 12th. This could be the impact because of the strike. But the problem is do we even know the movie is finished yet? Like, was this movie even filmed, like, finished? And then also you got to remember the reshoots and pre-production or post-production. All that stuff has to be considered. So there are a lot of issues with it coming out next year in July, especially with the assumption we have to take on the assumption that the strike is probably going to last a long time. That's just the reality of the situation. That this strike could last 6 months. And if it drags out that long, then there's going to be a lot of movies delayed, that were supposed to be made, which means a lot of scheduling is going to have to be pushed back. So Venom coming out this early is quite interesting because that would imply that the film is done. But that's not probably counting post-production stuff that they would want to probably have to do to this film after the fact. Now, we still don't know about other things that are going to be done in Venom 3, like if a Spider-Man is going to show up. There's a lot of rumors on whether Maguire or Garfield's Spider-Man will show up, or they won't, or it will be a different Spider-Man. I don't know. That doesn't really matter because this is a Venom movie and it should be about Venom. But the main villain is supposed to be toxic, especially the way the second film ended. One of my biggest problems with this film was obviously the girlfriend not coming back to Eddie Brock. Like, I thought the doctor was going to get killed, but that didn't happen. And his girlfriend and doctor ended up going together at the end, which I thought was really stupid because it was supposed to be about Venom. It's supposed to be about Eddie Brock, and his story, especially the way the first film ended. It felt like that they were going to be back together, but that didn't happen at all. Like, that's something that I think really needs to be corrected in this third film. Third film, the doctor needs to die, and the girlfriend needs to come back to Eddie Brock. Like that's a problem that really needs to be like kind of rectified because that just didn't make sense to me. I was like, come on, what? That shit needs to be rectified. Anyways, so that stuff I think needs to happen in this film. And like from the little things we know so far, most of the writers are coming back. Don't know if they confirmed who the director was yet, but I know it's supposed to be a different director from the last one they had. But other than that, I mean, we're not sure who else will be coming back. We know probably the detective, that played Patrick will be back because he's probably going to be the main villain. But we don't know about, you know, we don't know about if, like I said, Michelle Williams is coming back as, obviously she was the girlfriend for Eddie Brock. She was Venom for a little bit. We don't know if she's coming back. You know, um, we don't know if her role as Annie um, is coming back because obviously she was sent off with the doctor, and that's something like I just thought that was such a dumb. Because I was like, that to me, that was, if there's any one criticism I have for the second film, because I thought the second film was better than the first one. Not by that much, because I did like the first one as well, but I did like the second one. A lot of people had problems with the second one, but I thought the second one was really good. My biggest problem with the second film was that whole thing with the doctor. The doctor not getting killed. I was like, how does the doctor not get killed in that whole, goddamn thing? He's just a regular human, and he don't die in this. I thought the way movies usually logic works in situations like that is the doctor dies, and then the girlfriend, Annie, gets back with Eddie Brock, who was originally his, her fiance, I thought that was how that shit was going to end. But that didn't happen at all. And now they got this whole, thing with Eddie Brock and Venom right now, and this bromance thing that they got going on, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. It's, a brotherly type bond. But I mean, I just don't think this just doesn't make sense right now. It was like, what? Come on. That to me is the first thing that they need to correct in the third movie is they got to get those two back together, especially if this might be the last solo movie. Now, this is probably because what I'm hearing is that this is going to be the last solo movie. They're not going to do a fourth Venom, which I think would be kind of insane. Since, this is probably going to make money. But it's probably going to be the last solo Venom film. But I don't think it's going to be the end of the character of Eddie Brock because there's so many stories that they can tell with Venom in other movies. Especially they have a spinoff on other movies that come up, with these other movies that they're doing, like Craven and whatever other movies they're doing, especially if they end up doing a Spider-Man movie. But someone had pointed this out already because they were saying, well, Andrew Garfield can't be in this universe because they confirmed that Eddie Brock's universe isn't the same as Garfield's universe, because a lot of people are wondering if there's going to be a Spider-Man in this film. But at the same time, didn't the Vulture he popped out of another universe? He went into the universe without it making any sense. He was in the MCU. He was in the MCU. The Vulture was in the MCU, and then somehow was in the Sony Spider-Man universe, which doesn't make sense logically, storyline-wise. It didn't make sense because he was never in that universe. He was originally MCU. So that never made sense. So there is the logic where they could just have Garfield's Spider-Man somehow be now in the Venom universe because of the way the whole trifecta thing happened, where the universes got all screwed up, and that's why he was transferred to a different universe than the universe that he originally was in. That could lead to him meeting up with Venom. Even though that Spider-Man doesn't look like the Spider-Man that Venom actually saw. Eddie Brock saw the MCU Spider-Man. Um, that's a way they could explore that. Um, and that could lead into other things if he's now in Venom's universe, because Venom's universe might not actually have a Spider-Man in it, and that's why Garfield's now in it. And that could lead to another Spider, because I know a lot of people theories is the Gwen Stacy storyline. The Gwen Stacy storyline could possibly, because she's never been introduced in Venom's universe yet. So, I mean, that's one way to spin it off, I think, if you're going to spin it off, because Sony's in a lot of trouble right now. Sony's in a lot of trouble, with, some of these spin-off films, because that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you end Venom, after the third film. Because they got so many, Venom is a moneymaker. Venom is a moneymaker for Sony right now. So them not doing a Venom 4 to me doesn't make sense unless they have something ready to go that's going to work. Morbius didn't make money. And some of these other films that they want to do, I don't think are going to make money. And be completely honest, the Madam Web thing doesn't look good. They're wasting Emily Roberts' talents on being, I guess, she's supposed to be, I guess, Spider-Man's mom or whatever, or some bullshit like that. I'm like, why is she not going to be Black Cat? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That would have been a perfect role for her. She would have been perfect as, I don't I'm not a big fan of fan castings, but that is one fan casting where I actually could have seen her as the character. Legitly, Emily Roberts could have easily been Black Cat. It would have worked. But I mean, I just don't know what they do after Venom 3. Where do you go from Venom 3? Because these other spin-off films that they're doing on Sony's end just don't seem like they're going to work. It doesn't seem like they're going to make money like Venom. Venom makes money, because Venom, people love Venom, but also, Tom Hardy is amazing as Venom. I don't see any way forward after Venom 3 unless you're doing a Venom 4, which I think, there's a lot of different stories you can do, like Venom versus Spider-Man, Venom versus, a bunch of different... There's a lot of different characters that he can go up against. But I think the only way to go forward, I've liked Venom without these... I liked the first two Venom films mainly, not just because I love Venom the character, but also because I liked that they didn't have Spider-Man in them. That I liked how you could have a film without Spider-Man in it, and it works with Venom. I liked that they did that. Because I don't really care for Spider-Man, and I really like Venom. And I really liked how we got to see Venom's story unfold by himself and show that he is a draw just as much as Spider-Man is a draw. But now you're at the point where you're going to have a certain story exploring things him going up against either Spider-Man or any other villain. Obviously, Toxic is on the next docket list because he's most likely going to be the main villain of the third Venom film. But I am wondering if Spider-Man is going to be in this movie in a small portion or not. Because nothing really, like I said, has been definitively confirmed other than Eddie Brock is coming back. Tom Hardy is coming back as Eddie Brock in Venom. But outside of that, there really isn't anything else. And 2024 is right around the corner, and it's going to come out next summer. That's not that far away now. That's a year from now. It's very risky. Very risky to have it, especially under the strike, because we still don't know how long it's going to take for the strike to end. And if we don't know when the strike's going to end, that means dates and times and production is all pushed back for movies. So this is going to really, really hurt and have the ripple effect, very similar to COVID, where obviously things got shut down because of theaters getting shut down. This is kind of very similar to that, only it's the actors that are just not going to work rather than trying to work around the COVID pandemic. So yeah, guys, this is where we're at. July 12th, kickoff 2024. What do you guys think? Where do you think this is going? What do you guys think about the potential release dates? Again, this can change, but this is where it's at right now. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. Thank you. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace! Also, besides my YouTube channel, the SS Ultimate Goku, follow me on Twitch, the SS Ultimate Goku, Instagram, the SS Ultimate Goku. Also, I do have a Discord link in the description where we do discuss a lot of fictional stuff of anime dubs, cartoons, got wrestling, WWE wrestling, sports, NFL football, live action cartoon or live action movies, live action TV shows, all that good stuff. So make sure to go to the Discord and we discuss stuff like that. And now I'm out. Peace.